Now we're off to Suzuka. Now we have to go to Suzuka. Everybody's for the Japanese Grand Prix. That's what it was at Singapore. Now we have to go to Suzuka Circuit for the Japanese Grand Prix.
Welcome to one of this year's most challenging races, where the combination of high speed and complex corners makes this one of the drivers' favourite tracks. It's time for the Japanese Grand Prix. We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at the unique figure of 8 Suzuka circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here,
with only one DRS zone.
36 miles per hour. DRS will be available.
Will be 18 turns here at Suzuka.
Opportunity at turn 1, although the best place for overtaking will be through 130R and into the final chicane. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Sergio Perez will lead us away from pole position.
Sergio Perez.
Lewis Hamilton alongside.
Sergio Perez on pole.
The rest of the grid, we have
with Lewis Hamilton on the front row, which is
Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, and Fernando Alonso. Tsunoda, Gasly,
Tsunoda is hometown with Pierre Gasly.
and Lando Norris.
Lando Norris.
Ocon,
Smashville is for the Ocon.
and
Lance Stroll. With Charles Leclerc.
Raikkonen,
Kimi Raikkonen.
Nikita Mazepin,
Nikita Mazepin.
Antonio
Wow, we
Giovinazzi,
hasn't raced in
Mick
Suzuka.
Schumacher, and George Russell ends our grid line.
Mick also hasn't raced
And
in
with lights
Suzuka.
out, just
George
moments
Russell
away,
back at the grid.
It's time to go down to the track.
Alright, let's go start the race. Here we go. Here come the lights. 4, 5, red lights are on. And we're racing here at Suzuka. I'll stamp it into the back of us so we stay ahead of him. Let me go to the first curve right here. Oh, that little slide, I almost made a mistake and I saved it. Well, I did save it. Sergio Perez out in front. Right there, we're past where Lewis Hamilton crashed, right then. Good, now going towards into the hairpin. Goodbye, Valtteri, into the inside of the hairpin, and we're up into P2. And here we come on Sergio Perez. Oh, we did make a little mistake. Might have to take another look. Let's have another look at it. We'll take the first flashback of the screen. One flashback. But we did a little mistake right here. But you got to use more curves. That's easy with the curves. You gotta go slowly. Now it's on the side with Sergio Perez. And I go quick as it's sector 2. And I got Perez into P1, but the stretch gonna look. I was a little bit tapped by Sergio Perez, but we got the job done into P1. And we led lap 1, 1:33.9, with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. near the Japanese Grand Prix. Passes through the first sector and anybody. Oh, it's a combo against Biscuit. And we're given a 2-second time penalty for quarter cutting. But you can't take the 2 seconds. It's going to be the second flashback. If we did penalty, but you can't take a 2-second time penalty for quarter cutting. If you did, you're going to be penalized or if you did, you're going to be penalized to the stewards. But if we did, if it is a ban, isn't it? Then we might have to take a time penalty. But you can't do a really ban, isn't it? Because I don't think real F1 chose to get a 2 seconds, right? They chose to get a 5-second penalty. Brackets in sector 2. With 2.4 the gap to Sergio Perez behind P2. Yeah, Mexican driver hasn't won the race at the Japanese Grand Prix. Hope you can do that for the first time, but let's see. No DRS, and we're start the final lap of the Japanese Grand Prix, and we're set 1:31.7, fast lap of the Grand Prix. DRS is now enabled. All right, DRS is now enabled. I think mine does not. I'm going to do 2 braking points. I'm going to do 2 braking points today. So through the first. Oh, I almost made a mistake again. Now to the hairpin at the U-turn. Okay. What? 3.2 the gap. 3.3 now the gap to Sergio behind P2. For jumping over the tangle, have to save more power. Into the bus stop chicane, right? You knock the bus out, you can't corner cutting, or as we go to the last turn 18, we'll see the back slow down and win the Japanese Grand Prix.
Absolutely awesome, just amazing. Well done.
And another driver, and Lewis Hamilton, another driver today, which is me.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions, and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today, and the results speak for themselves.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes.
And it's time for the champagne. Here we go. No, Sergio. No. Ah, you got me down the back.
It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So Lewis Hamilton wins, which is me, with 4 minutes and 38 seconds at the Japanese Grand Prix, and detailed fast lap of race 1:31.7 with Sergio Perez in second place, and Valtteri Bottas will round up the podium for P1, P3 finish for Mercedes, with Yuki Tsunoda in fourth at his hometown favorite, with Carlos Sainz fifth, with Pierre Gasly sixth, Fernando Alonso seventh for the two-time Formula 1 world champion, with Daniel Ricciardo eighth, Lando Norris ninth, and Esteban Ocon rounds up the top 10. Sebastian Vettel 11th for the four-time Formula 1 world champion, Lance Stroll in 12th, P11, P12 finish for Aston Martin. Charles Leclerc 13th with Kimi Räikkönen 14th. Nicholas Latifi 15th with Nikita Mazepin at 16th. Mick Schumacher comes home in 17th. Tony Giovinazzi 18th. George Russell 19th. And Max Verstappen finishes in 20th in last place. No retirements. Let's look at the standings in the league with 427 points ahead of Sergio Perez. My teammate 243 points back. And over Sergio Perez now. The constructors standings. Mercedes continue on top, 670 over Red Bull. McLaren moved up into fifth with now up into sixth place heat, and they'll go Aston Martin 91, and they are now tied. But now they are tied for sixth, but Aston Martin down 7, but they are 91, so tied. So now they're tied, but tied for sixth. That's it for the Champions Grand Prix. Next, we're off to Circuit of the Americas for the United States Grand Prix.